Hi, my name is Allison Morales, and this is my first YouTube video ever. And this is due to me applying for the Bossbabes grant, the Get a Girl grant by Rochelle Roulette. And basically, I'm here to talk about a project that I've been working on for the past 3 years of my life. It is a website called Punk Rock Anthropology. It basically is just a fan site. I'm highly believe I'm a fangirl of punk rock, just like there are fangirls of comic books, sci-fi, and any other fanatical fan base you can think of. And basically, I just wanted a place I could talk about punk rock with, whether it be, albums that are coming out, tours I'm excited about, festivals I've been attending and hoping to meet other people at. And basically, this started out just kind of a college class assignment, and it grew into a whole lot more for me. I was already at the time attending St. Ed's University and had a punk rock college radio show that I thoroughly enjoyed doing for several years. And in one of my digital media classes, I had an assignment to make a website and promote something that I cared about. And also, on the flip side of that, find someone that does basically what you want to do with your life. And I was like, it'd be really cool if I could find a woman that talks about punk in any capacity. And what I learned from that research is there really aren't any. I can count them all on one hand, or I've talked to or emailed personally, because there are that few between here and Canada. That became a really big light bulb moment for me, because I felt that this is a niche market and people are being vastly underserved and women are being very unrepresented. So I've tried to keep this boat going for as long as possible. And I've kind of hit a wall, and that's why I'm applying for this grant, because I want it to be so much more. I want it to be beautifully branded. I want to have all kinds of people come and visit with me and talk basically just the most music nerd stuff possible. And that is something I've been trying to achieve my whole life, growing up in a small town and liking really was what considered hardcore music. There's not a lot of people you can talk to about that, and I wanted to create that space as much as possible, and especially for women. So basically, the point of this video is to answer 3 questions of why the grant should invest in me. So let's start with question 1. What makes you a badass, and why should this grant invest in you? I personally don't know anybody more qualified to do what I do, only because I've had an insane career path my whole life. I went to audio engineering school when I was 19. I was the only woman there until a few trickled in, and I love audio engineering, sound production, you name it. I've done it for several years in different capacities, and I also have a associate's in music business, so I actually have a lot of historical knowledge in music history, and you name it, I know everything about it as much as I can, and I continue to learn. I also, as a career, decided to do digital media, which I, for a living now, basically create and buy ad space. So having a website go to the next level and spending those ad dollars and knowing where to put them is very much the key to earning money doing this. So I feel that's kind of naturally the best step. And I've done this for other companies, other people, other music blogs, and I just kind of hit a wall of, why am I not doing this for myself? People tell me that I'm amazing and that I do really good work, and why am I not devoting more time to myself to do so? And it's something I obviously care about and is super important. So I guess that's what makes me a badass, is no matter even if I get this money or not, I'm going to continue to create that work. The second one is name 3 reasons why Texas needs your business and why we should support it. Oh, that was probably the easiest question for me to answer. I am absolutely obsessed with our Texas punk scene. I will brag about it. I tell everybody I meet in other states, countries, about how great, well, specifically the Austin punk scene is, but Texas in general. People always want to talk about East, West Coast punk, and I'm not gonna lie, those are great places that have thrived and are still continue to be great, but I think people really sleep on the Texas punk scene. And I want people to know all the badass people I get to see on a daily basis, and that's super important to me. And I think it's super important to the punk scene to see Texas on that world stage. And those are all my friends, and we do a lot of great things, and we help a lot of good people in the meantime, and we enjoy what we do. So I'm pretty excited to be the spotlight for them if they let me. I would say the second reason is I believe that women need a voice within punk rock. Not that we're not welcome within our own scenes and hold our own places and play our own music. We definitely do, but it's a constant struggle no matter what. We're always expected to look a certain way, play harder, be a badass. Like the list could go on. And till this day, it's still a male-dominated scene, which, so be it, but there should be a space where women are invited, have their own voices, thoughts heard. And I feel when we talk about punk in any conversation, it is from a male, a white male to be specific, but that's okay. They're here for the same reasons that we want to be here, and I support that. But it kind of over time becomes the same conversation, and I want to change that conversation more than anything. Like, I am just as nerdy as on an Epitaph record than the next guy, and most people don't ever see it coming when it comes out of my mouth, and that shouldn't be the case. And especially in Texas, women's voices are slowly disappearing, so I feel keeping that momentum up would probably be the best. Third, I guess, would be at least to the current Texas political climate. I'm a Mexican woman. I am a pansexual woman, part of our queer community, and I am educated. So therefore, let's keep people like me around and fighting. So if you want to piss a politician off, give me this money. The last question is, what's one thing that differentiates your business and makes it stand out? Well, I put a lot of love and time and care into content I put out. I collect it myself, so any video or picture you see is original content, if not obviously credited. But it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of love, and I do it because I am absolutely a fan. Punk rock is what basically makes me get out of bed in the morning. It gives me the light, it gives me the positivity I need to go through some hard times, and even sometimes, dare I say, let the aggression out that it needs to be let out. So I think that really reflects in my work and how I talk about things. I also just want to show, like I said, the world what Texas has to offer, what women have to offer, and be a part of that space. And I want to do it in a very beautiful, sleek, modern way that I feel that needs to have that change come. I need that renaissance to happen here for us in Austin, Texas. And I want to be in the forefront of that. And I think that's what really makes me different, because you don't see faces like this enough. And if I have to be that face, I have to be that face. So, well, I want to thank everybody that commented and watched this video, because I'm usually a behind the scenes person, and being a front scenes person is absolutely terrifying. And also to Bossbabes, who has given me so much. I started going to Bossbabes meetups several years ago and have gone periodically throughout the years, and I go there to basically recharge, to meet other amazing women and see what they're doing, and basically to keep motivated. I also got the pleasure of doing digital marketing for BBATX, and all those women were absolutely amazing people, and Bossbabes gave me that sisterhood, and I can't thank them enough. And hopefully with this grant, I'll be able to give back to more women like they gave back to me. So if you want to check me out online, I'm currently revamping everything, obviously. It is www.punkrockanthropology.com. You can follow me on Twitter the same. Have a Facebook page I'm building, and the Instagram I think is kind of my baby right now, and that's at Punk Rock Anthro. So that has any shows, pictures of dumb things on there that I love, and please follow. I do a lot of live stuff. So thanks for considering me for this grant, and I hope to hear good news. Bye.
Don't look back at